Welcome to The Explainer. Literally right now, as we speak, fully produced tracks. I'm talking vocals, instrumentation, professional mixing. They're being generated in about 30 seconds. The massive, expensive walls of the music industry, they've completely fallen. Today, we're going to see exactly how anyone can use AI tools like Suno and Udio to create professional quality music and, more importantly, monetize it without traditional gatekeepers standing in the way. Okay, let's dive right into the agenda. Here is our blueprint. We'll uncover the new reality, explore your AI studio tools, master crafting the perfect prompt, identify profitable Spotify niches, and finally, navigate distribution and royalties. Let's get to it. Part 1. The new reality, breaking down the industry walls. You know, I absolutely love this quote from our research. The hammer of AI knocked them all down. It is just so true. All those massive, incredibly expensive barriers that used to keep everyday creators out, gone, done, finished. You don't need a $500,000 recording studio anymore. You don't need a degree from Berkeley or, to go beg a label executive for a chance. You honestly don't even need a band. And the contrast here is just wild. Historically, if you wanted to release just one professional song, you were looking at a $5,000 minimum investment. That's paying for studios, producers, session musicians, the whole shebang. But the new way, your entire recording infrastructure is literally just a laptop, an internet connection, and some AI tools that run under $30 a month. I mean, we went from $1 million industry to a laptop industry basically overnight. It's a total game changer. Moving on to Section 2, your AI studio tools, the Digital Creators Toolkit. So your modern toolkit is incredibly specialized. Platforms like Suno and Udio are basically your absolute powerhouses for generating full pop tracks. They'll give you eerily realistic vocals and lyrics in literally seconds. But if you're looking for purely instrumental or ambient music without any vocals, Stable Audio is going to be your go-to. And for cinematic scoring or classical stuff, that's where AIVA shines. Just keep one absolutely crucial rule in mind. To actually monetize and sell this music on Spotify, you have to secure the commercial rights. Usually, that just means upgrading to their pro subscription tiers, which is totally worth it. All right, Section 3, crafting the perfect prompt, directing the AI. You really want to think of the AI as a brilliant but highly literal-minded session band. To get a masterpiece out of them, you have to follow a specific anatomy for your prompt. First, dictate the exact genre and subgenre, then define the overarching mood or emotion, set the tempo, explicitly list out the instruments you want featured. If there are vocals, dictate the exact vocal style, and finally, give the AI a clear lyrical theme. Because here's the thing, vague directions yield generic music, but ultra-specific details, that yields absolute gold. So the crucial takeaway here is understanding that contrast. If you just type, make a sad song, you're gonna get elevator music. No one wants that. Instead, you need to give the AI a hyper-specific creative brief. Something like, melancholic indie folk, finger-picked acoustic guitar, minor key about missing someone. Now that is how you trigger actual emotional resonance. And a quick pro tip for you, never ever settle for the first output. Generate 3 to 5 versions, pick the best one, and iterate. Sometimes it might take 10 to 20 generations to find the absolute perfect track. And honestly, that's completely normal. On to Section 4, profitable Spotify niches, finding your audience. Okay, so to actually win on Spotify, you have to plant your music right where massive search traffic already exists. Niches like lo-fi hip-hop and study music are incredible for this, mainly because they're defined by this gritty, imperfect aesthetic. So if there is slight AI audio artifacts, they actually sound intentional and fit right in. Other heavy hitters include sleep, meditation, and video game synthwave. These are highly searched and rely way more on the overall vibe than complex vocal arrangements. The real secret sauce here? Pick just one of these niches, go incredibly deep, and publish 20 or more consistent tracks to build a recognizable brand. Now, a quick warning. You can't just download a raw AI track and toss it straight onto Spotify. You'll get penalized for poor audio quality. You gotta run it through a free tool like Audacity first to hit those professional audio standards. Step 1, trim any awkward dead air at the start or the end. Step 2, and this is absolutely critical, normalize the volume to exactly -14 LUFS. That's Spotify's required loudness standard, and if you miss it, your track gets awkwardly compressed by their algorithm. Finally, just add a smooth, professional fade-out, and always make sure you export as a lossless, high-quality WAV or FLAC file. And finally, Section 5, Distribution and Royalties, the Path to Monetization.
Because independent artists can't just upload straight to Spotify, you're going to need a distributor to act as your middleman. Now, there are a few options out there like TuneCore, CD Baby, and Amuse. But DistroKid, that is generally the gold standard for this specific model. For about $23 a year, you keep 100% of your royalties. And here's the kicker, you get unlimited uploads. When your entire business model relies on generating dozens of AI tracks to saturate a specific niche catalog, unlimited is exactly the feature you need.
Just a really quick but absolutely critical note on compliance here. The rules around AI are basically the Wild West right now, but platforms do currently allow AI-generated music as long as you actually hold the commercial rights. But the absolute best defense to protect your passive income? Complete transparency. Just label your tracks as AI-assisted in your bio. That keeps you strictly compliant with any evolving guidelines. Honestly, just lean into it. There's actually a growing audience out there that actively seeks out cutting-edge AI art.
Okay, let's break down the actual math of what you can earn here. Spotify pays roughly 1/3 of a cent to 1/2 a cent per stream. So putting that into perspective, that translates to about $3 to $5 for every 1,000 streams. 10,000 streams will earn you somewhere around $30 to $50. And 100,000 streams, that pushes you up to that $300 to $500 mark. Now, it might sound kind of small at a glance, but remember, we aren't chasing a single viral pop hit here. That's the old way.
The magic word here is volume. Think about it like this. If you build a targeted catalog of just 50 tracks, and each one trickles in just 1,000 streams a month, which is very doable, that is 50,000 total streams. That's a highly scalable $150 to $250 in monthly passive income. And the best part, as you keep generating and that catalog hits 100, maybe 200 tracks, that passive income scales right alongside it. It's exponential. We've covered some incredible ground today. The hammer of AI really has shattered every single financial and technical barrier that once kept everyday people out of the music industry. No expensive studios, no gatekeeping labels, no crazy gear. So what is literally the single, solitary barrier left? It's the one in your head. You don't need a label anymore. You just need curiosity and consistency. So here's my challenge to you. Open up Suno or Udio right now and write your very first prompt. In 30 seconds, you'll be holding a fully mastered piece of music that used to cost a small fortune to produce. The virtual studio is officially open for business. The only question is, what are you going to create?